Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 34 points, leading the Oklahoma City Thunder to a 100-96 comeback victory over the Dallas Mavericks in Game 4 of the series. He led his team to victory despite trailing by as many as 14 points. The way he created his scoring chances was remarkable and directly defied the logic of the Mavs' game-planning efforts. Each of his made field goals occurred inside the three-point line and outside of the restricted area, which made Dallas pay for living with his short-range shot creation rather than blitzing him or sending late double teams. Let's dive into how SGA created advantages and how the Mavs must improve ahead of Wednesday's Game 5 in OKC. It wasn't until late in the first quarter that SGA found a rhythm, and it started out when he was guarded by Josh Green. Here, Green lunges forward without reason, giving up a clean driving lane going left after SGA counters by dribbling between his legs to attack space to his left. Green was in recovery mode from this point, which is a problem considering SGA is a dynamic shot creator going to his left and has the height advantage. He plays off 2 feet, uses a shot fake, knowing Green may bite to create a clean jumper, and capitalizes. Here, SGA gets Green switched onto him using a screen and goes to work. He uses a push-off with his off arm, and Green goes flying, setting up a turnaround jumper near the elbow. Dante Exum did his best to help with the contest, but SGA stayed poised and comfortably knocked down the shot. The Thunder ran stacked pick and roll on this play, causing Kyrie Irving to get switched on to SGA. Irving aggressively gets into the ball to disrupt Shai's rhythm. He quickly recovers by going between the legs twice with Joe spaced out on the weak side wing, pulling away any potential help at the nail, lowering his shoulder and using his size advantage to get deep on the drive before playing off 2 feet. Knowing that Irving has to be physical, the chance to draw a foul call is there, so SGA uses a shot fake and gets the call. In transition, Shai beats PJ Washington by lulling him initially before using his first step to attack, going right as Washington has too high of a stance. All SGA has to do is plant his inside foot and raise into the shot and fade, since even a taller wing defender like Washington cannot recover in time to tightly contest. After an offensive rebound, Doncic guards Shai in isolation. With Joe spaced out far off the weak side wing, Tim Hardaway Jr. is reluctant to help at the nail, so SGA lowers his shoulder once he reaches the paint, then uses a between the legs step back before the jumper. Here, the Thunder use Shai off the ball by having him set a screen in the two-man game with Jalen Williams, forcing the Mavs to switch. Washington crowds SGA on the catch, but Shai gets away with a double dribble here after using a few bounces and picks the ball up really low on the rip-through before putting it on the deck again. Anyway, looking past that, Shai attacks space going left, gets near the block before planting his left foot, and fades against Derek Lively's contest. Just a really tough shot to make, and he makes it look easy. Shai starts the play, flashes to the ball after starting out as one of the elbow bigs in a horn set. Chet Holmgren comes up to set a ball screen, and SGA sells Derek Jones Jr. that he's going to come off the screen by floating the ball before using a left-to-right crossover on the reject. This forces Daniel Gafford to veer switch, but Shai already has momentum getting downhill at this point, resulting in him getting to his short-range spot using a subtle sidestep to his right and pulling up off 2 for the jumper. The Thunder have Lou Dort screened for Isaiah Joe to get Luka Doncic switched onto him, then having him flash to the ball for a quick catch before giving it back to Shai for a handoff, forcing Doncic to switch and have to guard the ball. To counter the strong side being flooded, SGA gets low to create separation on his drive against Doncic before using a right-hand floater and banks it in. Shai plays out of a ball screen from Holmgren with Lively playing up to touch. SGA gets low using a push crossover to get into the gap, and Doncic, the weak side low defender, reads this happening and rotates to help, so Shai passes out of the drive and relocates to the corner. Now, Doncic is guarding SGA, and he stays patient before just turning the corner against him on a drive for a floater and gets it to go despite Lively's verticality. Here, Shai starts in the corner and receives double-wide pin downs before getting a handoff from Holmgren. After giving it up to Dort, the ball finds him again, and Holmgren sets a screen, which the Mavs switch. SGA is being guarded by Green and immediately counters with a behind-the-back to protect the ball, then walks Green back by using between-the-legs dribbles, then uses contact to set up a spin move into a jumper and shoots it over the top using his size advantage. Shai starts off ball to screen for Jalen Williams again, forcing Josh Green to switch onto him and gets the ball near the nail. He sweeps the ball high while using a pivot to test Green. With Green playing the drive, SGA uses a hard right jab step before raising into the jumper and makes him pay. Once again, Washington is playing too far off of Shai while still failing to contain the drive. This time, SGA goes left and pretty easily just simply gets by him as he turns the corner before getting into the right-hand floater. Dort screens for Shai, forcing Kyrie Irving to make the switch. SGA just walks him back before working him toward the left elbow, setting up the quick step-back jumper shooting over the top of a smaller defender. After OKC gets an offensive rebound, the ball finds Shai in the corner and he attacks Washington's closeout. SGA plays out of the shot, fake before getting to his spot on the baseline for the jumper and gets it to fall despite a tough angle. The Mavs continued to give up soft switches too easily and were closing the game with Hardaway on the court, presenting an easy target to attack. He gets stuck on the baseline but is allowed to be comfortable enough to play off 2 feet, use a subtle bump, then raise up and take the shot. He makes it despite this being an awkward angle. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my channel, and every like and comment helps. Thanks for your support.